We got to start winning. We are out of our rhythm a little bit. Third straight loss. Here's the question. Are you concerned that the Lakers may miss the playoffs, Stephen A?
No, I'm not. I still believe they'll find a way because, again, Utah, I've never believed that Utah would make it. I just felt like at some point in time they would fall apart, and sure enough, they did. In terms of falling out of the first, 8th seed, I think Tyrone Corbin has done a quality job with that team considering the level of talent that they have.
I do not think it's quit.
Right,
yet.
but they don't quit.
No.
And they're not going to quit. I just don't think they have it. The Lakers eventually will get there essentially by default. But in the end, I'm not surprised by any of this because it goes back to what I keep saying, Skip, and that is this. Just like we criticize Mike D'Antoni, I don't hesitate to give him credit where credit is due in terms of their effort, in terms of a seemingly elevated level of focus on the defensive side of the ball. Chuck Person, Bernie Bickerstaff, Eddie Jordan, these guys know what they're doing, and they're a part of his assistant coaching staff. I give everybody credit. But in the end, it comes down to Mike D'Antoni's inner conflict.
Yeah.
I got to make a decision as the coach of the Lakers. Do I want to run my system, or do I want to run a system that best fits Pau Gasol and Dwight Howard on the floor together? Because when they're on the court one at a time, it works better. But when Gasol is out there, I can't tell you how many times we watch Gasol shoot jump shots. That is not his game. That is not where he's most effective. More importantly, it is not what helped the Los Angeles Lakers go to 3 straight NBA Finals and capture 2 straight NBA World Championships. Mike D'Antoni's got to come to that realization, and he hasn't yet. And because he hasn't yet, the Los Angeles Lakers, as I have been saying all season long, will squeak into the playoffs, and they're going to get bounced out in the first round. They'll make it competitive. They'll make it interesting. Go to the game, take some time off for first aid carry. Go out to L.A., you know what I'm saying? And there's a couple of nice restaurants. You know all the spots to hit out there. Enjoy yourself in the sunshine.
Okay.
But in the end, understand, you're going home in the first round.
There's no way we can make it to the second round.
I don't believe it because Mike D'Antoni hasn't figured out how to play Gasol and Dwight Howard together. And that is how you're going to win in the West. They are too old. They are slower. They are not as athletic as the opposition they'll face. So the only way to offset that is about using your size, your girth, your potentially defensive prowess, if you utilize it effectively, in order to stymie the opposition. That is how you do it. He won't do it. And because he hasn't done that, he hasn't figured that out, Lakers are going home in the first round. So I'm not surprised by any of their struggles. And by the way, we're going to talk about that a little bit later in terms of what Mark Jackson said about who was the better team last night. Golden State, special for a lot of ways. The Lakers, not so much.
Are you blaming D'Antoni for last night?
Not entirely. I mean, I do to some degree because, again, you've got to work, based on what he's doing on a day-to-day basis is what I'm pointing to, Skip. Last night, you could pick apart players who shot too much, who missed, Pau Gasol was ineffective, blah, blah, blah. But I'm just saying to you, overall, schematically, the head coach, you're the visionary. You have got to figure out a way to play Dwight Howard and Pau Gasol together for the Lakers to have any chance. He hasn't figured it out yet, and as a result, Pau Gasol is not playing well enough, and as a result, they will not win in the first round.
I'm just trying to figure out, are you pegging your problem with the Lakers on what happened last night? Did you expect them to win that game last night? I did not even remotely expect them to win that game.
Not at all.
They were in the wrong place at the wrong time. And I'm going to say it again.
Okay.
Pau Gasol is coming off a serious foot injury that kept him out for a long, long time. And he is trying to figure out how to play now in a system that had found its way and its rhythm without him. He will figure out his place in that rotation as the planets revolve around Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant is coming off a serious ankle injury, and I'm still not sure, in watching him last night, if he's 100% sure of that ankle. I'm not buying that. So if Steph Curry was sure of his ankle last night, and he was really sure of it, they had no shot in this game. And they basically got shot out of the gym in the first half. Because you're right, Mark Jackson should be the coach of the year. This team is serious business for anybody who especially has to go to their building where they are now 24-10. They recently beat the Spurs there. They've beaten the Clippers twice there. And if Steph Curry is going to play and play at that level and is going to score 25 points with 10 assists and make 3 threes, and Klay Thompson's going to make 6 threes, and Jarrett Jack's going to make 9 out of 16.
Jack.
Jarrett Jack. I mean, he shoots you.
Let me tell you
He'll shoot you in the heart,
and a
man.
friend of this show.
Okay.
Jarrett Jack can play.
He can play.
He can play.
Whoa.
He can play.
Yeah, and he's doing Ginobili coming off the bench.
Yes, sir.
He lights him up coming off the bench.
Sir.
And all of a sudden, David Lee gets his usual 23 and 12 against Dwight Howard and busts him in the mouth with an elbow on a drive shot.
Yes, he did.
And then Dwight said after the game, I'll get even with him. Get even with him in the game in the second half. You got 3 stitches. Go get him. Yeah. I'm not advocating a fight, but push back. You know.
Well, he got called. Actually, Dwight Howard got caught for foul on that play. I mean,
I know.
That was ridiculous.
Okay, but you have to throw your weight back around.